Welcome back to the Block Runner podcast, where we discuss all things crypto. Today, we have another guest on the podcast, and here are the topics we'll be discussing today. Our guest discusses his introduction to the cryptosphere. Then we introduce the concept of Decentraland and get his opinion on the entire concept. Then we discuss the impact of quantum computing on cryptocurrencies. And finally, we discuss the outlook of the cryptoverse, specifically Basic Attention Token. I hope you enjoy. Let's listen in. Welcome back to the Block Runner podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your host, William, and your co-host, I-Man.
What up? We got a new guest.
We got another guest today.
Dude, we've been on a hot streak with guests.
I know, it's kind of weird. His name is Joe.
Yo.
His name is Joe. He's a good homie of mine. Critical thinker.
Yo, I just research constantly. That's my hobby, I guess.
So you have a passion for learning, right?
Yeah, I have a passion for learning, man, constantly.
And exploring and discovery.
Just new experiences and new concepts and ideas is
Joe,
my thing.
Tell me, what do you know about crypto?
Tell
me anything. I want you to teach me something.
Teach you something. Damn, I know how much you know about crypto, so it's like,
well, to think of, we don't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, German Shepherds in front of me. So,
hell yeah.
What can I teach you?
Let me ask you, how did you get into crypto in the first place?
Got into crypto, probably 2000 was the first time I've ever heard of anything was mining. Probably 2013 or 14.
Oh yeah.
I was living with a TJ actually, or a roommate, and it was going for like a couple $100 for a coin, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was like, I should start mining, and then didn't do anything about it.
This is probably like after like that first big peak, right?
Yep.
Like you heard the stories about like it hit like 1,000 plus.
Yep.
This is like everybody heard that, right?
Yeah.
You know, I heard that. Will heard that.
I first started researching, and then I didn't buy anything until probably when did we go to Vegas?
Shit. 2017? I don't know.
June 6th. It was my buddy's birthday.
Oh, it's 2017, right?
Yes. Probably 6 months after that, and we were just talking some shit and drunk as fucking Vegas.
Dude, no, around June 2017, that's when Bitcoin was like $2,000 or $3,000, right?
Yeah. That's like when I got it. So me and Joe had this. I don't know why, we were like floating around in the pool and shit. Yeah. Joe just brought it up.
I just like, hey.
He's like, have you heard of this crypto thing? I'm like, well, I heard about it, but like, why are we talking about it, dude? We were swimming,
bro.
Like that. But he had a fucking great point.
Yeah,
you know, he was thinking about it. What were you thinking about?
Yeah, why did you bring up crypto at that time?
It was on your mind.
I think I had heard that people were buying weed with crypto and shit.
Hey, that's legit. That's a legitimate thing.
And
like Silk Road.
Yeah. I think we were talking about that at one point, but we were talking about a lot of random stuff. It's hard to remember.
Well, you also had like a lot of T-Mobile coworkers like in the game, right?
Oh yeah. That was a big piece that we talked about. One of my buddies, he was like a manager, he was making a decent amount of money, and he just stepped down and he was working a part-time job at T-Mobile, making like $100K in 6 months, doing all kind of trading in cryptocurrency. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then he kind of showed me some of the ropes.
Did he?
With alts and.
Nice. I remember you telling me, like when we first started talking about it, you're like, dude, I know this guy. He's going to teach us everything. Is that the guy?
Yes.
Yeah. How did he end up doing? You know?
He did really well. For a long time, but I think he's blown all of that by now.
Similar story. It happens.
Yeah. Yes.
But is he still in? You know? Do you still keep up with the guy?
He mentioned it to me last time I saw him, and it was like, "Hey, you still trading?" And I was like, I got cucked a little bit. I'm taking a hiatus for now.
Him or you?
Me.
Oh,
he was like, I'm pretty sure he told me he was just in it a little bit. Like he was just holding for dear life.
But this was in June 2017, right? Before the spike.
Oh, yes. Yeah. This was before the run.
So you were thinking about getting out before the run?
No, that was when I was getting in.
Oh, okay.
Joe was there. All right.
He
saw the whole
God, I was like, we were talking about the price of Neo.
Yes.
Like
Neo.
$42.
Yeah.
And It was like, hey, bro, buy in. It's like $2. I'm predicting it's going to be great. And I was like, bro, I need to do more research. And then I got on Coinbase and I was trying to it's like 12 days for my bank to approve anything.
Right.
The third day.
It's true. Yeah.
So do you think like it was kind of difficult like to on-ramp yourself in that aspect? Like it was just kind of hard to figure out how the exchanges worked or what?
Oh shit. The first reaction was like, fuck. I had already done enough research. I should have bought a coin, anything at that point, because I knew like all the potential it would have. And nope.
It just took too long.
Yeah, bro. I was just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to dismiss. Like we talked about that all the time. Like when you hear about this shit, it seems like fake money bullshit, right? But, like when you hear about it.
Yeah, like one of the biggest things and why I don't know if I'm bringing this up too fast, but why Decentraland, it's like connects a dot that should have been obvious for like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you understand like blockchain technology, I think Decentraland and video games in general can apply that technology to have like digital assets be completely owned in a video game.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. The fact that you spotted, like, this seems like an obvious connection, right? It's almost like it's like an evolution of technology. Like it's supposed to happen. Remember that app idea we talked about?
Yes,
like
that's happening right now, by the way.
Is it?
What app?
Facebook is
my little peeper app idea. Like how
what?
Dude, I fucking told you about this like multiple times. Well, that's what I call it, peeper. Like how, like if you're walking down the street, say you're walking down 6th Street.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say it on the podcast, but essentially it's like how would you describe that?
Okay,
it's
so
like a geolocation app.
Yeah, social app with geolocation.
Like imagine Pokemon and you're like the character and you're walking around and you can see the map around you and you can see like the clubs and if it's popping, what music they're playing, even how many people are in the club.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's basically like taking a Decentraland concept into the real world. Like, I mean, we're always looking at our phones, right?
Yeah.
We're immersed at all times. So, like I said, there should be a tool built into where our surroundings are
augmented reality, like
are accessible, or like
we know who's. Yeah. I mean, there's
like
a lot of
an identity. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's hard to explain it. But the reason why I bring this up is because when me and him were talking about, me and Joe, he said something like it's so obvious, like this should already exist.
Yeah,
that's a good sign. I feel like that means you're on to the next step. Yeah, the next phase. I feel like that's the next phase in communication apps and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see that, especially if you're walking down a street and you're trying to see where do you want to go. There's no real information that you can access that will tell you, hey, this place is popping versus that.
All you have
place.
right now are like reviews, right? Like Yelp reviews, Google reviews,
which are old information
as fuck. Yeah, and it's subjective as fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like if you had your own information to look at, like, hey, you see how many people are in this bar.
Yeah, crowdsourced review in real time.
Exactly. So, but yeah, Decentraland.
You can apply those same concepts.
Yeah. So did you get into crypto in June, and did you ride the whole wave? And
I think I immediately went and bought $20 worth of Bitcoin, like nothing. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, I can use my credit card to buy this currency right now. I was like, what? And then I sold some T-Mobile stocks about a little bit less than $300 worth. And I was like, whatever, I'm just going to play with this. Like, I'm not going to foam. I'm not going to just fucking go all in right now. I'm super novice. And then,
hey, but that's smart, man. I blogged about this. You don't want to fucking put in too much, that where you get emotionally attached to it. Like, imagine if you put in like,
that's what happened, bro. But anyway,
what happened?
No. Anyway, go what you're saying.
Yeah, like you didn't go all in. Like imagine if you got so sucked into the idea, like, dude.
Yeah, you put in 10,000 or 20,000 in there, and then you didn't sell at 20,000.
Exactly. Like exactly what happened to Q-Link, right? Like let's say you bought let's say you went all in, you sold your fucking your Corvette. Let's say you sold that bitch. You're like, dude, 30 grand all in, and you bought it like 10K Bitcoin, and then it got up to 20. You're like, no, it's gonna go to 100. I'm not selling. And then imagine how you would have felt when that $3,000 price hit you.
After 15 months or whatever it was.
Yeah, but you would have felt like you might have even like offed yourself. Who knows?
I'm sure people did.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm drawing at.
Yeah,
it's an emotional roller coaster. This market, big time.
And the thing is,
Wild West.
And the thing is, we're about to see another cycle of the same thing, but it's not going to go to 20,000. They're saying it's going to go to 100,000 to 200,000.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What do you think about do you actually buy into the concept of like Bitcoin?
I do. My biggest concern is that once quantum computing is more accessible, the versions that we have right now are going to be so obsolete. It's not even unless
it has to what computers.
Yeah, like the algorithms that they use and everything for the
hashing algorithm for Bitcoin.
The software.
They're already working on the next generations, but I'm like, fuck. Like there's so many different opportunities that are going to open up for other people too. But yeah, I guess that's also proving your point.
Yeah. I mean, there are some cryptocurrencies that are quantum resistant.
Can you explain to me what quantum, what is the big threat with quantum computers? Why is this such a big deal?
So you know how computers, they have a machine code, and that machine code is essentially a matrix of ones and zeros.
Yeah, right? Like the shit Oscar does, basically.
Yeah, you can do one thing or on or off.
It's on or off. So in quantum computing, you're looking at on, off, and both on and off.
Yeah.
And so that type of computer has the ability to do basically render all encryption, all cryptography basically useless. It can brute force a password, which would take a supercomputer millions and millions of years to figure out. A quantum computer can take a few minutes to figure out.
How come? Just because
it just do it. It's like having, so right now, say you only had 2 brain cells and then you could, no, that's too small. That's not a good analogy.
Well, think of it like, it's a computer with a set of rules that are just completely different than the set of rules that our current computers operate on. And its ability to process computations is just vastly superior.
Okay.
The only thing is that at the moment it's just not accessible.
Essentially, like let's say a quantum computer wants to hack a password, like the president's password to his email or something.
Yeah.
What a quantum computer what it can do that a normal computer can't do is try a million attempts at the same time or something like that, just because the computational power is able to do that.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
So the whole purpose behind blockchain is that
it's all cryptography, which is private keys, which is just an alphanumeric string of characters. And that alphanumeric string of characters can now be guessed by quantum computers.
Because it could just guess so much. The guess per minute rate is so high because of these quantum computers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So basically, because the only reason why I can't spend your Bitcoin, Iman, is because I don't know your private key.
Yeah.
But if I can guess your private key, then I know.
You're in.
Yeah, then I can spend your money.
Huh.
And so quantum computers can allow you to do that. So my argument against quantum computers is essentially that once it becomes accessible by everybody, then we'll just improve our security, our hashing.
The algorithms are just going to change a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit? What would they do?
It's hard to say.
Nobody knows.
It's hard to say.
Well,
but
I was watching some YouTube videos and reading some articles about even Ethereum's already has a team.
Oh, I bet.
in this area. Yeah, because it could also if they're able to have an algorithm that can still use the key, then
think about this is an easy way to defeat quantum computers. Mm-hmm. If for every guess would cost you a millionth of a Bitcoin.
Every guess would cost you a millionth of a Bitcoin, which is like nothing.
Yeah. So to log in, you have to pay to log into your account.
Ooh, that's a good security.
To prevent, brute forcing an account or brute forcing a private key.
So somebody who is attempting to hack with a quantum computer would have to pay a bunch of money in order to do it?
For every try, it would cost a millionth or 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. Something very small, but significant enough that if you're trying 100 million times, you're spending a Bitcoin per 100 million times.
It's not worth the
and by the time that computers are actually going and attempting these, a Bitcoin is going to be worth what, $100,000, $200,000, $500,000.
It's true.
So does it make sense?
But from a user perspective, would you really want to have to pay, microtransaction just to access your account?
To you, it's a security method.
It would be like negligible. Like you wouldn't even notice it.
You wouldn't notice it, but it's more of a security feature.
The algorithms are going to like just include a third factor. Like there was something they were talking about that was something like that, where they can add variables like that or something that.
Or another way is like for you to log in for the first time and you get your password correct for the first time, it's free. But the second and third time, it'll cost you some Bitcoin to log in.
That's interesting. That could work. That's just the beginning. Like I'm sure they're addressing this. Like how you have
like 10 years,
10 or so years,
like 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Or quantum computers are a thing.
Well, 10 years, I would say a little bit longer, but it's possible in 10 years that we'll have quantum computers that are readily accessible, like universities. All universities will have it.
Well, but like a government NSA agency could come up with it at any moment.
And the thing is that even though crypto is dealing with money, I think if you have a quantum computer like in your backyard, for example, you're not going to go after crypto. You're going to go after.
That's Andreas's argument. Yeah. Like if you have a quantum computer in your disposal, fuck crypto. There's like bigger fish to fry.
$1 trillion markets out there that you can dominate with quantum computer.
Fuck. So this isn't good. Quantum computers are dangerous then.
Eventually. They're not going to be ready for a while, but the thing is, it's not going to be like consumer or anything for a long time. Yeah. So, and we're still like, now that the idea of cryptocurrency, like is here, like it's only going to get better. Like our
ability to prevent something like that, protect our money will improve.
The fact that everyone's like anticipating this helps, right? It's not going to like sneak attack us one day.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. It's like a build up.
Yeah. So there was a TED talk that I was watching about like some of the new algorithms that they were going to try to use, and I was like, oh, okay, back on track. But what's
like
cool is
new algorithms for like crypto or new algorithms for
like the base. Like how to do the
like hashing,
how the hashing algorithms.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. I mean, because right now the NSA, every decade or so, they come out with a proven algorithm. So it used to be SHA-1 or SHA-1. Bitcoin uses SHA-2 or SHA-256. And then there's a SHA-3. And so they get more computationally harder to crack.
The encryption part.
Yeah.
Interesting. NSA comes up with these?
Yeah, these are NSA public algorithms that everybody can use.
So the NSA is like the de facto source for like the most protective.
Think of NSA as a NSA basically takes an algorithm and tries to crack the algorithm itself.
They have like the most resources, probably.
Probably do. Yeah, they probably do. But if they can't crack it, then it is approved for use by the public.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So that's why
there's already altcoins. Sorry, that are coming out with their.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's something to look out for cryptos is if you see a company like a shitcoin or altcoin and they say they're using their own proprietary algorithm.
Oh, fuck.
That's a sign that you should be very wary about what they're doing because you don't want to use just some random Joe's algorithm. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been gone through the brute forcing, the testing and all that stuff to make sure it's a good algorithm.
Interesting.
So new algorithms are bad. NSA algorithms are good.
Yeah. This is like a big future problem then. Like, right now nothing's addressing this. I mean, there's
there's
like what you just said altcoins. Which one?
Yeah, there's some quantum resistant altcoins, but why?
I'm saying it's not like a top priority within the market. Like nobody's looking at this like this is priority number one.
Not yet.
No. It'll be probably like 10 years away from that, I think. Yeah. Shore's algorithm is gonna like that's the de facto or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Interesting.
And like another algorithm would be the one called Shamir secret sharing, which is what those decentralized storage companies use, like Storj. Yeah.
I call it Storj.
Oh, I've fucking seen pictures that says Storj all over it.
Storj, yeah.
Storj.
Yeah.
There's like a big one, like most of these projects use like interplanetary filing system.
IPFS. Yep. It's a similar thing, but that's been around since the early internet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when they launched their crypto, it was like a private sell only. Like it wasn't available to the public. The ICO is what I meant. Yeah. Which makes sense. If it's already like an established thing, they're probably only taking accredited investors and stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, what's like their blockchain version? Like, I guess decentralized storage is what it is.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I can see some value in that, but does everybody need decentralized storage? Probably not.
Well, if you want to be a DApp, right? Like a decentralized app, and you store all your data on Amazon Web Service, you're not really decentralized, right?
True.
You still got that central point of attack.
Yeah.
So you would think
you gotta keep those nudes safe.
Exactly, right? Have fappening 2.0 or some shit like that. The fappening.
Decentraland.
You want to know more about Decentraland, don't you?
Yes.
All right, so let's get into Decentraland. Dude, we're like on a Decentraland hot streak too, dude. We're all over this shit.
Let's talk about Decentraland before I show you what we're coding up. All right, so how would you give me a elevator pitch on Decentraland?
Let's see for Joe. Oh, okay, Joe, you remember playing Destiny, right?
Yeah.
Imagine when you were playing Destiny, like you're fucking the best gun you ever had in that game because you worked your ass off on it, whatever the fuck.
Farmed and grinded for hours and hours.
You formed the raid groups, you beat the boss, you got this awesome gun. But what did you actually get at the end of the day? Just a bunch of pixels, right? Worth jack shit. Just a little bit of bragging rights on the internet. Well, imagine if that gun is an actual true asset that's stored securely and is exchangeable for monetary compensation in a way. So the gear in
Dota, whenever you sell your fucking badass skin, kind of. But
Dota, but they make those skins. The company does. You don't actually if you earn something in the game, it has no value, right?
Got you.
So it's a platform to store digital assets in a way securely. So no one's gonna steal them. They have a unique ID, so it belongs to you and only you. Whatever assets you contain, you own. So it opens up a world of possibility, right? Not just gaming.
It's basically digital scarcity. And digital scarcity where if you grind for a particular weapon or armor set, you get to actually own that and actually sell it outside of the game, in a market outside of the game.
Damn. Decentraland.
And so now in Decentraland, the first thing that they did was for, I guess, like an ICO. Oh, well, they didn't do an ICO. They did an auction. Yeah. So they created a plot of land, which I'll show you in a second, but a plot of land where people can own on the blockchain.
They essentially created like a whole world. The founders of this project created like a whole sandbox world, basically. Nobody knows what's going to come of it. Here's the website. You can see it right here.
That's the map. And so we're looking at the map of Decentraland, and it's pretty big. And all these little blocks here, you can purchase and own any of these blocks. So this red block highlighted is being sold for 100,000 mana, which is their cryptocurrency.
And right now,
oh, got you.
And so one mana is worth about 5 to 6 cents. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at what?
$5,000, $6,000 plot right there.
$5,000 plot, right.
Shit.
$5,000 for a little piece of land in a game.
Well, not necessarily a game. It's literally just nobody knows what's going to come of it yet.
Yeah.
We're all speculating. So when you first see that, what do you think? Would you be willing to spend that kind of money on a square pixel?
And so you spawn in the center.
Yeah.
This is the Genesis.
Think of it as like downtown New York City.
Yeah, so what do you mean by you spawn?
You spawn your character, your game character or
avatar.
You can have an avatar?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's going to have their own unique avatar. You have to claim your name, which is data gets stored on the blockchain, so nobody else can have your name. Nope. It's only yours, and you have to spend a little bit of Ethereum and mana to claim it. And I guess once you generate this avatar, you're also given a passport. So you're pretty much a citizen of this world once you register your name and avatar. So think of it as
that's the coolest part right there to me right now.
Why do I say that?
Because the avatar piece is that could be connected to everything and
for example, in the future you'll be playing Diablo 4, and when you grind for a particular gear in Diablo 4, you'll be able to port it into Decentraland and look like your Diablo character in Decentraland.
Right.
Or if game developers for some reason they like the idea of cross-platforming their game, so you earned a sword in one game and you play a different game, you can transition that sword that you
earned
into another game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Badass.
Which is great. Like, cause think of it from a gamer's perspective,
like all that time that we wasted playing video games growing up, like it's no longer wasted because these are real assets that you've earned.
Or you don't have to fucking play with it at all. You can just sell it. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, you need some weed money or something one day, like ran out of cash, like fuck, I'm gonna sell my fucking chonies or whatever. Whatever you got is valuable in this game. You know what I mean? Yeah. In this world.
And so we happen to own a piece of land, which is right here.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Yeah, theblockrunner.com. And so in this land that you can own, you can basically develop anything that you can think of in this video game or world.
Just VR world. Yeah, keep in mind the end game is for this to be a VR experience.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
the end game.
Yep.
That's initially what they wanted it to be, but like
how can we like
So, and I'll show you in a little bit what we're doing. Yeah, what we're doing with this plot of land.
But you could, dude, the possibilities are endless, man. Like for real. Like show them the districts, like what these people are planning on doing.
Yeah. So these dark blue areas are owned by like a group of people, a district. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But this is Celadon Square.
That one's a weird example.
That Celadon Square is like, isn't that Pokemon?
It might be.
It might be. Yeah. This one is called Virtual Reality Shopping District. We got Fashion Street. This whole like section in the map is just for fashion. Like, and there's like a yoga place. There's a District X where I think originally they wanted to do like a porn area in the map.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the red light district. Yeah. District X.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I think they're trying to move away from that, or I don't know what they're doing. A little bit,
but yeah.
So like all these places, companies.
Whoa, hold on a second. Oh shit. That's not Vegas City anymore. It was called a state. Dude, they split Vegas City.
Oh, they did.
I wonder if it dissolved that project. Anyways, that was supposed to be Vegas City, right? That big ass chunk of land was supposed to be like a bunch of casinos.
Damn.
Where you can actually gamble, like
real gambling.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this map's pretty big. You get to own pieces. And I mean, obviously, the closer that you are to downtown, the more expensive the land is. The further you are, the least expensive. And so this one being sold right now is like 34,000 mana. But if you go closer to downtown, it's at 1.5 million mana.
Mm-hmm. Shit. So I want to see what's on these plots of land.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. Will showed me something today. Like,
it wasn't impressive, right? It was cool, but it wasn't like,
Yeah, you could show them if you could pull it up.
Yeah. So what are they building this on? Like, what's the platform?
So I know the coding language they're using is Node.js, and I know that you can use Unity game engine to build some of the assets in there.
Shit.
So it's a legit, technology that they're using.
Build Rust in that bitch.
Yeah.
Rust? Let me see. How could you build Rust?
Yeah, you could Rust. You could build Rust.
It's a Unity engine game.
You've played Rust before?
Well, I know about it, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unity engine.
Is that their engine?
Right there.
Rust?
Yeah.
What?
No, that's not their engine. That's the engine that's used in Rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Wow, I didn't know that. But how come Rust looks so much better than this then? If it's the same engine?
The poly count. Because Decentraland is on Ethereum and it's sort of a slow kind of network. You want to reduce a poly count in order to make the game faster.
I don't know, like pixels?
Yeah, pixels,
like sharpness of the images, stuff like that. Yeah, I gotcha.
So this is what we're building.
Oh, Unity.
I already saw the logo, yeah. There you go.
Oh, I like the music.
I knew you would. That's my favorite part too.
And so the idea here is to jump. So basically we want a high score type of game.
This is on top of.
Well, this is created by the SDK.
Yeah, the SDK that
provided by Decentraland.
Correct.
Nothing on here is recorded on blockchain. This is just not even a beta, right? The only thing you would record, I guess, is like the blocks conquered portion, right?
Yeah.
Like each player playing this, their score would be kept on the ledger, like for all of eternity, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. And what's the purpose of this? So eventually,
so the high score would be recorded, and what we want to do is we want to charge people to beat the high score. And so let's say in the future the high score is like 1,000 conquers, right? And so you would pay, let's say 5 mana, and because you feel like you can beat 1,000 jumps. And so if you do beat that 1,000 jumps, then you end up winning the pot that's in the game. So So the pot could grow into like, you see how I lost? So the pot can grow to like, X amount, like 10,000 mana, 100,000 mana. I mean, nobody really knows. But the idea is to incentivize people to play this game in order to win like a pot.
Yeah. It's like a game. What's that game called at like every single arcade? Like there's like a thing you gotta
imagine. Like it's like that arcade game where you just stick a bunch of quarters on the edge, right?
Yes.
The stupid thing pushes. You're hoping.
You're like, oh god, this is the one.
But that's purely luck. Yeah, but that's purely luck. I get
this one. You
actually have to work for it a little bit. It's kind of like you're paying to participate.
This is like this could be your grind right here.
It could be if you're really that good at it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the beauty of Decentraland. There's so many opportunities to not only monetize games, but for players to make an income themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because some of these games can be so time consuming. And
yeah.
Like think of Flappy Bird, dude. That's all you do is like press a button, right? And the stupid bird just flaps around.
If you get a high score, you could totally
you get the high score, and then like if say everyone who played Flappy Bird had to pay like 5 cents just to try and get that pot, right?
Yeah, and then imagine if you're the leaderboard, if you're the leader in this game, maybe you get a percentage of the winnings to lose. Like if the leader ends up being not the leader anymore, like if you beat my high score, then because I was the leader for so long, I get like maybe 10% of the pot and you get 90%. So it's an incentive for me to keep playing in order to reap some of the rewards, for being, the leader. So it's basically coming up with game mechanics that allow or perpetuate the game, essentially.
Yeah.
It's so early, dude. Like this, obviously, this isn't like you're not looking at Halo 6. But you get the concept, right? And again, video gaming is not all Decentraland is. It's just so much more application, right?
Yeah, because if you have it, you have stored virtual currency.
Like no, not even just imagine you're John Ligger or whatever, the CEO of T-Mobile. Imagine if you just wanted to make a T-Mobile fucking big ass building, right, in Decentraland, and like everyone puts on their shit and you'll have a meeting there in person. Not in person, but in like virtual reality presence. Maybe not him and like, the other top executives of the company. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to fly from like China or the fucking UK or wherever the hell he goes.
He's there, bro. That's like, sounds like SAO in my head. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, the way you described it sounds very similar. This isn't like some super original idea either. There's VR chat. There's a bunch of other
but this is like
the only difference is that you get to actually own these digital assets.
That's the big thing. The blockchain part. The blockchain is what allows assets to be secured and stuff.
That's cool.
And so what I'm showing you here is something somebody else developed, and I want to get a reaction from you as to like what you think compared to what we have.
I mean, this is more aesthetically pleasing for sure, in a way.
So somebody built this using the SDK, and I noticed like the sun's right there, and if you look at it, has like a reflection. You see that?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah,
some kind of real world aspect to it, right? Where are all the shadows at then?
Yeah, there's no shadows.
That car looks like ass.
Bro, that's the GTA 3 car right there.
There's like a little mailbox.
I didn't even notice the mailbox first time around.
Like there's just a person here. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you can't really. That's the thing. Like, there's no interaction. Like, there's this spinning beer, and like you can buy beer for 1 Ethereum.
But imagine, like, imagine instead of walking into this guy's beer shop, you walked into a Gucci store or something like that, and you have like a big rack full of like Gucci purses, Gucci shoes.
It's possible,
and then you can make your purchase directly here. You find a product you like. You don't have to go to the fucking mall and shit.
Yeah,
you just order your shit, and it comes to you through Gucci directly.
The other way to think of Decentraland is a virtualized internet, meaning like, when you go on the internet, you can go to Amazon, you can go to Google. Yeah. Well, in Decentraland, you might be able to go to those same places, but in virtual world.
Yeah. Kind of
like the movie Ralph Breaks the Internet, where they go into the internet and they have a bunch of, tweets, like actual birds flying around.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
dude,
it's like this
is going to happen for sure. Like,
yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, it seems like one of those obvious. Like there has to be some form of secure transactions in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it worked for digital currencies, right? It worked for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So why can't it work for? They call them NFTs, which is like non-fungible tokens. So I don't know if you want to show them some examples of those, like Cryptokitties.
Well, yeah, I mean, Trump. Yeah, that is, yeah. Somebody built Trump in the game. Yeah, these. I'll show you down here. This guy was looking at Cryptokitties.
Yeah,
somewhere down here.
Right there. No. Oh yeah. See those little stupid cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are real like digital assets that people paid $1,000 for.
I heard about these. Yeah. I heard about these.
And you can like mate them, and they output new cats.
Yeah, I guess
it's like are they their own? It's like their own little algorim. Each of them has their own
their own genetic makeup, pretty much.
Gotcha.
So and every single one is unique. Mm-hmm.
So I guess they get value. Remember like Counter-Strike, how like different skins have like different rarity, right?
Yeah,
like a knife,
definitely.
Like a knife,
that knife sounds like $2,000.
Yeah, just because it had like a special hue to it, right? Different color scheme. Yeah. Same thing with these cats. I think like the more you breed them, you might come up with like some super like in demand breed of CryptoKitty, right? Just like dogs, right? Dogs didn't start out like that. They were wolves, but over time we artificially bred them. Yep. Like all of a sudden we got like $1 million breeds of dogs and shit. Same thing's gonna happen to these cats. Wait, what?
Oh, click here.
I didn't know you did that. What the fuck?
That shoulder roll.
Doing the shimmy.
I wonder if there's music tied to this.
Nah.
No.
Okay.
Well, we're looking at
some kind of interactivity, I guess.
We're looking at Donald Trump.
Kind of give us a little shimmy striptease.
A shimmy.
And that guy's waving for some fucking weird reason.
I thought he was dancing with Trump for a second. I was like, oh shit.
So point is that these guys came up with this like kind of design, and you can't really do anything. And so I'm anticipating that most of Decentraland, at least on day one, is just going to be like cool looking buildings, but you go in, there's like really nothing to do. And so that's why we came up with our game where there's action. You can actually do something and earn, mana.
Mm-hmm. Which is some type of reward, for spending time in this world.
Yeah. Because, otherwise, there's no incentive to come back. If Decentraland only looks like this, like, what's the incentive?
Right. That's like a huge...
it's like a nice museum, basically.
Yeah.
You get to go around and just look at people's, like, creations, which is cool, but...
It's not the concept is land. Land, you can accumulate wealth.
And the other thing is, like, if you own this piece of land and you build this, then it technically is worth a little bit more. So you could sell it because there's this building. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it costs anything to build this. So I want
just time.
Yeah. It maybe somebody's willing to buy it because they don't want to spend the time to build it. Mm-hmm. Or they can't build it. Maybe they use the Unity engine to actually like put this all together.
Probably. There's probably like a lot of people who have no idea how to code, but they have a ton of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they want like this badass little estate to, I don't know, host parties and shit. Who knows? Who the fuck knows what they want to do?
Yeah. So imagine, Joe, that this plot of land is like in the middle of the map somewhere, and then you have like more buildings that you can go to like out
like
there.
A city.
Yeah.
Virtual city, pretty much. So.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much what the code.
Jump off the edge. What happened?
Nothing. I thought it'd be cool too. But
that was cool enough, bro.
And you can't jump.
Just kind of slide.
Yeah, that's it. This is what someone
the foundation of the future right here.
Yeah, this could be like eventually we'll be Ready Player One in this.
Yeah, once the VR catches up and the SDK improves, I guess. So like
quantum is gonna also help a lot because the power of like you'd be able to do any encryption in seconds or encrypt anything in milliseconds.
Yeah, the security is going to go way up.
Well, is that going to help at all with like graphics rendering quantum computers?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It will.
Yeah,
sure.
It has better computing power. It's like a super badass computer.
I don't even know what a computer is, dude. That's the thing. Like I don't even know what makes up a computer or what. What the hell is that? I never saw that.
It's like a oven.
Somebody's playing Rust over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, you could make a Rust. You could legit make a Rust.
You probably could.
When you kill somebody, you take their shit. Like
you can fucking steal their.
It's like actual.
Their stuff.
You can totally do that. This looks like early day Rust graphics. I remember like when Rust first came out, dude. It looked like crap. Like in the beginning.
Yeah. This is like the groundwork right now. Like this is.
Now that I think about it, yeah, it's the same engine. It does look like Rust.
It is. And that it's running on a blockchain is even more insane. Especially a big blockchain like
Ethereum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blockchain, a big. Yeah.
If I had MetaMask installed on this browser, you could potentially purchase these beers for 1 Ethereum, like for real.
Yeah. You're probably asking why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
Well, is it proof of concept right now? I'm assuming.
Well, I don't know. Happens? It's just I don't know what this guy's thinking. Like, there's a whole NFT market out there where they create these horses and they're selling for like 40 Ethereum. Yeah. You know. So I mean, it is just like this. It's like a picture of a horse. So
yeah, it's like the CryptoKitties, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a marketplace. It's a marketplace.
Oh, okay. Well, but my question is why? What gives these things value? I don't know. Perception, I guess.
It might be like Easter eggs if you click on one of these. I don't know.
Nah, dude, I don't think they're that advanced. It could be though. It could be wrong.
Damn, I just want you to keep going now. Shit.
Yeah, man. Like, just wait. So the beta is supposed to launch sometime
end of this month.
Month. Yeah.
I mean, you can go in if you want.
Yeah. Once it launches, you're supposed to be able to walk around like the whole map. So
damn. I wonder what it's gonna look like.
Exactly right. Nobody knows. All you gotta do is
it'll probably look like this.
Like who's funding this? Like who's?
Well, they did like I said they did that auction.
Oh yeah.
And so they raised like $70 million or something like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But all they sold were the mana tokens itself, I think.
Oh, maybe it was a straight ICO and it wasn't the.
It was an ICO
land.
To sell the mana, and then they had an auction.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much they made, but yeah, these developers are chilling, dude. Chilling hard.
And they're working hard too. So Oscar, my brother developer, he's been essentially chatting with some of the developers over there and fixing some bugs and everything. So
like for real?
Yeah. It's on Discord.
Yeah.
How much computing power does it take to?
That's a great question.
To do what?
That's what we're wondering. How do you have such a big map with all these capabilities running on a blockchain that's really slow? So
right.
The thing is,
the game itself isn't running on blockchain.
Right, it's just
correct. It's not. It's in a server. All the assets are on a server, but the ownership of those assets, that's on the blockchain. So there's a lot of potential here. I mean, I don't expect it to be slow, but there's a reason why it looks like this and not like Halo 7.
Like I said, yeah.
You know?
Awesome shit.
Yeah.
We'll get there. So the speculative value of purchasing the land is you're hoping one day the land you buy today is going to be hosting like Halo 7 in the future.
Yeah.
How much value would that land have? Like a fuck ton. You know?
Like Ready Player One, man. Shit.
Huge. So if you're looking for another speculative play, dude, this is it.
So, I mean, imagine, Joe, when people were talking about Decentraland in the early days, like 2 years ago, there was no such thing as this website. It was just like ideas and concepts and like potential. And now it's like actually coming together to a certain extent. So you can imagine another 10 years, it might look like actually respectable, you know?
The blockchain keeps
improving. Yeah.
So that's all going to... Yeah, this is gonna be the fucking.
So that's why like we're excited about it because it's like owning land. Owning land now might be significantly cheaper than owning land in the future.
Well, again, it's like something.
It's speculation.
Something easily to scoff at, just like early Bitcoin was.
Yeah,
that's what I feel. Right. I feel like in my gut, this feels like I wasn't around early Bitcoin, but I can imagine what it was like.
Oh yeah.
If you're like the only people working on Bitcoin early on were like developers and geeks.
You're like, why are you even doing this? But I mean, we have virtual currency that we can use. And now if we can actually use it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you can. It's just the merchants don't accept it. You know, there's a lot of barriers when it comes to government regulation and adoption and shit like that. But the currency itself, I mean, the asset itself of Bitcoin,
it's real.
It works.
Yeah.
Like you said, people are buying drugs with it and shit. That means it works.
Yeah.
You know, you can do the same thing with cash, right? But the only reason cash is accepted at your local corner store is because of government regulation.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, this shit works. So I feel like what we're looking at right here is like the earliest version You know, so if you take advantage now, when this shit is built up, you know, the community grows just like Bitcoin did.
Yep.
People are going to start talking about, like, hey, have you heard of this Decentraland thing? You know, you can go in, like I said, you can buy your Gucci shoes in Decentraland.
I should sell my QLC, buy some land.
Hey, I proposed it, man. Nobody's moving.
How long until I have to get out of Binance again, by the way? Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
September. Yeah.
September? Okay.
Yeah, but I think you'll be fine. I think.
Well, Binance is going to have deposits. A Binance US version.
So my deposits will be fine, or I have to transfer it out.
I think you'll have to transfer it. So you have to transfer it to another wallet.
I thought, yeah. I'll probably just transfer it back to.
Yeah, just sell it and, like, I don't know, have Bitcoin and then just transfer it to Coinbase or something.
I need to get off of KuCoin also.
Oh, you're on KuCoin?
Yep.
Dude, KuCoin's fine. I think I'm going to go to KuCoin.
Think I should,
you just leave it on KuCoin, dude. Just
move everything to KuCoin.
That's what everyone's doing. Everyone's moving from Binance.
Coinbase. What about Coinbase? Like,
Coinbase is safe, but you want the government to know what you're doing, then.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
I mean, they're going to try anyway.
Well, it's true. They fucked up Binance.
Yeah, they did.
I'm pretty sure they'll fuck up KuCoin.
Yeah.
One day.
And the U.S. Americans were like 40% of their business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a small chunk.
Yeah, man. The United States has like so much power, dude. It's ridiculous.
Bro, JP Morgan Chase, remember they were so against like anything crypto, and now they're making their own.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that say?
Yeah.
Well, the big fish are coming in, but they don't want to accept, you know, what we created. They want to control this fucking thing, like Facebook coin, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they came out their coin, and now it's being paused. Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can you pause
the Facebook coin?
Yeah, pause that Libra thing.
Yeah, Libra.
Yeah, essentially they created their own cryptocurrency, but a centralized version of it. So instead of like Joe Schmo and like whatever the fuck running
Facebook
miners. Yeah, like not just Facebook. They have like a big conglomeration of like Silicon Valley companies doing
like
it.
Visa, Coinbase, MasterCard,
Uber, Lyft.
Yeah.
All those companies.
It's funny. I saw a video where they were talking about the list, and they said, well, what's interesting is that the companies that are not on the list, like Google and Apple and like Toyota, you know, they're not on the list.
Toyota? What's up with Toyota? Well, that's the thing. All the companies are like United States companies.
Well, yeah.
They're all like Silicon Valley companies.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, I guess they could have got Google. They could have got Apple.
But they didn't go in for some reason.
Ouch.
Well, it's because they probably, I don't know.
Doing their own thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm sure they're doing their own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Bro, Google's super far ahead in AI voice detection and speaking. Like, holy shit.
I mean,
you guys heard it was Google I/O 2 years ago with
with the conversation.
Yeah, and that was 2 years ago.
Trying to get a schedule.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the AI, like when you call in,
to
like
get
a
an
pizza
appointment.
place, it'll just be like an AI listening, right? Or responding to you.
No. You have an assistant that calls in. It says, you tell the assistant, like, set up an appointment for tomorrow at 6. And that assistant will do the phone call and actually conversate with the human on the other line.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
Yeah. And it sounded like super real. Like they had inflection and ums and pauses.
Google's getting a little nuts.
And that was over 2 years ago. So it's like, what the fuck are they doing now?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Well, have they released it? Or is it still like testing?
I don't think they released it yet.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They released a basic like version where you can call, like you can filter your calls.
Yeah.
So like, say you're getting a call and you don't know who it is, you can like have your assistant answer
it to the assistant.
Like, Joe wants to know what you're doing.
See, this goes back to like, dude, we're phasing out humans, man.
Oh yeah.
Like in every corner.
Oh yeah.
In every corner.
Yeah, humans are expensive. And
yes, we are.
You know,
we're very demanding people.
They require sleep and they require food,
and like
that's not very
shiny things.
Profit and conducing.
Yeah, if you're a company, at the end of the day, you're trying to maximize that bottom line, right? So
yeah, if you can hire a computer that works 24/7, that's better.
You just have to give it electricity.
Yeah.
Doesn't have like bad days, like you know what I mean?
Consistency.
Won't shoot up the office.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Forgot about that. Yeah, man. Shit. So, I don't know. I always speculate like we talked about it many times. What do you think about universal basic income, Joe? Like what would be your solution like in a scenario where like
do you know about Andrew Yang?
Andrew Yang. Why did that name sound familiar? What was I just looking up?
Well, he keeps talking about a universal basic income called Freedom Dividend.
Mm-hmm. Oh. The guy that you sent in the chat?
He's the presidential candidate. He's running, actually.
Yeah, and he's doing the debate at the end of this month.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in.
See, he started off as like nobody fucking knew him, but I guess through the internet, people like me like, dude, you heard of this Andrew Yang guy? Like,
oh shit,
his movement's growing.
Yeah, as soon as he was interviewed by Joe Rogan, like it took off from there.
Yeah. So
he's pro crypto. He's pro what else? He's talking about freedom dividend. He wants to give everybody $1,000 a month.
Oh yeah. I was reading that. I was reading that.
To him, that's his solution. Not like that's it. Like everything is solved if we all get $1,000 a month.
But where's that money gonna?
He laid out a pretty good explanation. Fuck. I mean, think about it. You would probably like eliminate a lot of the social welfare programs we already have. You know, for people who are on the lower tier of the economy. So by that you're saving a lot of money, right? But everybody is getting this $1,000 a month, and so it's not like favoring
just one equal for
distribution.
Everyone.
That's why he calls it a dividend, right? Like we're all here working together in this country to like prosper, right? We're all working together. At the end of the day, we want our country to succeed and shit. Yeah. So we should all get a share in its profits. It's kind of like his thinking.
Yeah, basically.
And by doing that, it's going to alleviate, like his biggest reason for it is because automation wave that's coming. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. You know, like what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Fucking telecom people are out. Drivers out.
Yep.
Drivers are going to be out very soon.
The cashiers are already on their way out. They're fucking putting up these automated cashier stations.
Waiters everywhere. And waitresses. That's a matter of time.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a big population right there. The only people left are like fucking programmers.
Yeah, scientists and like engineers.
Yeah. So what do you do in that world? Like, how do you prepare for that? Any ideas?
How do you prepare for that? Fuck.
Well, you got to solve the problem right now.
We're all gonna go virtual. Like by then.
Well, you seen Ready Player One, right?
That's actually a good point.
Yeah,
we don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah,
so
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like Decentraland,
that's what happened in Ready Player One. Everybody's in their virtual world, and that's how they earn money.
Exactly.
Yep.
If there's like no opportunity in the real world because we phased ourselves out, we can create opportunity here in some type of virtual world.
But how much can you create? I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know. It's up to the limitations of the
computing power, I guess.
Yes, that's why quantum is huge. It's like kind of.
See, quantum will kind of open up new avenues that weren't possible. Like you could simulate.
There's no end. Like
you can simulate an actual population. You could basically make the Matrix with quantum computers.
Basically make the Matrix. What do you mean by that?
Like a virtual world that's indistinguishable from our real world.
Yeah.
But what about like touch and feel and like smell and all this?
That's like a whole other like science, I guess, because they would have to like have some.
We use Elon's Neuralink to send us brain signals that we're smelling a steak when we're really not.
Yeah, and they can do that right now. They can do that. They can read your dreams and predict them on like a screen.
Dang.
Like project them?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
So like
swirls.
Yeah. They have a way to get somebody to dream a certain thing somehow. Like they would do all these tests and do subliminal messages throughout the day to get them to dream something. Yeah. So people, they know they can do that.
That definitely works.
They know they can do that.
100% works. Yeah. I do that to myself all the time.
You know what? Speaking of, I had a Decentraland dream last night.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, yes. Whatever you're consumed with, like you.
So yeah, they could get you to dream something like that in a lab, and then they'll do a test. Like they know what they're supposed to be dreaming, and then they'll see their version of whatever that was in their dream. And it's like, what? That's like my mom's lake house or whatever. And then
I'm sure they'll tell you like, hey, did you dream about, Jessica Alba? I was like, yeah, I did.
Or they'll ask them to draw it. Like the big one is they'll ask them to draw their, like whatever they dreamt. And then they'll have like the computer render and what their drawing was. And they'll be like 80% match, like 90% match.
Dang. That's scary.
Is it?
They're hacking our dreams.
Getting closer. But if they could do that, then imagine if you went to sleep and dreams are like how your brain retains information. Yeah. So like what if your dream, we use that time when you're in virtual land?
Yeah.
This is a high thought right now.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize, dude. The high thoughts is like, that's how you think outside the box, right?
Yeah.
Right, Willis?
That's how you come up with Decentraland.
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, there was a couple of kids in Argentina, dude. What the fuck were they doing when they thought of this? For real.
And it took off too.
Also, they said it started off as a hobby, but now it's like a big ass.
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
did my mic turn off?
No, I can see it.
Okay. I think my headphones like turned off for a second or something. It was weird.
Yeah.
Dude, like these are like so sound canceling.
Yeah, they are, right?
Steph is probably snoring over here super bad.
Yeah, you know she's asleep.
We have another human being in the room right now.
Yeah.
She's a little dead right now.
All right. I guess we've covered. So what are your thoughts on Bitcoin halving is going to happen next year?
Bitcoin what? I haven't even researched that. What?
So halving is when Bitcoin goes through this halving event. It happens every 4 years.
Oh.
And so the reward for mining gets cut in half.
Gotcha.
And so
because they want less.
Well, it's a deflationary kind of scheme that Bitcoin has. So in this, so in May 2020, Bitcoin is going to have the reward is going to have from 12.5 Bitcoins to 6.25 Bitcoins per 10 minutes. So now all the miners in the world are now going to be earning 6.25 Bitcoins for every reward that they get. And so that's half of what they used to get. So if you're a miner and you all of a sudden the next day you wake up and you're earning half of what you used to earn, that simply means that the price of Bitcoin has to double.
In order for you to be profitable.
Maintain, status quo. And so the theory is that once it halves again, the price is going to continue going up. And imagine, Joe, the $3,000 Bitcoin that we saw in March of this year, that's the lowest we'll probably ever see Bitcoin ever again.
Damn.
Just like if I ask you the question, do you think Bitcoin will ever go to $1?
No.
Yeah, it's not. And it's very likely we're not going to see a $3,000 Bitcoin. We might see a $6,000 or $7,000 Bitcoin, like a huge 80 to 90% crash from the all-time high, but we're not going to see a $3,000 Bitcoin.
More than likely not. I mean, we've killed our price analysis over and over and over again, At the end of the day, nobody knows where the fuck it's going, but there's too much network.
Yeah.
The network effect is established,
that's true.
And every day we keep hearing more and more news.
Well, the thing is, the reason why we should keep talking about it is because the price is going to go up.
Yeah. And so you want to just keep sounding the alarm bells? You want to be
absolutely.
Who's that fucking guy that whenever the British were coming, Paul Revere?
Yeah. You're going to be
Paul Revere, bro. Crypto is it's like
well, if you speak it will come into existence, I man.
Ooh,
I know what you're saying.
That's the secret right there.
Is that the secret?
Yeah, law of attraction.
Still believe in that?
No, hell no.
Dude, you were so serious about that back in the day, dude.
I thought it was cool, but I mean, come on.
What about Zeitgeist, the movie?
Well, that's cool, I guess.
But the world's not run by like a Illuminati type figures.
But they never claimed to have the world run by Illuminati.
Bullshit. What do you mean? The Zeitgeist is all about that.
No, negatory, dude. Negative.
OMG.
Negative.
Come on, man. What were they saying?
If anything, their main topic was talking about fiat currency and how it's big.
No, that was just one of their topics. They had like a whole chapter about 9/11 being.
Well, they did, but that was their first video, and I'm not a Zeitgeist apologist. Okay,
you used to be. You fucking used to be.
No, that was their first video when he was just like making a video, like a. And
I think I only watched the first one. So.
Yeah, well, you got
See, there you go. You gotta watch the rest of them.
You should at least watch the second and third one because they're a little bit more competent and they're more. There's a purpose to the other two.
Yeah. The second one was more like about the financial system, which is correlated to Bitcoin. What was that really?
Financial system.
2009, 2007.
Really?
The first Zeitgeist 2007. The second one was 2009.
Shit. It's like right around the same time.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it makes sense. The fucking housing collapse was going on around that time. Like, Correct. Of course, everyone was like aware of it.
Well, in 2007, they predicted that, and it came true.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
I might actually go back and watch that.
Yeah,
that's pretty interesting.
I mean, it's good to watch just to know that it's out there. But I mean, if you're gonna pin your hopes to like this video, and then you're gonna be sorely missed.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that one, Joe?
No.
Oh, what? Joe, this is like your thing, man.
What? Are you into conspiracies and stuff like that?
Not really. Well, I mean, I have to have evidence. I am really big.
Well, that's the thing. They put a ton of evidence into it.
Yeah.
So it's convincing as fuck. You know, it's something.
Okay.
That's the way conspiracies are, you know, like.
Well, it depends because a lot of conspiracies will gloat over will just smooth over like really big.
Like, true. Like they'll gloss over like really big, like evidence against
contradictions. Yeah. They have a strong bias pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one's a little bit different. I mean, I think it's a watch, but like, don't think too hard about it.
I'll check it out. Is it on Netflix?
It's free. It's on YouTube.
It used to be on Netflix.
It used to be on Netflix. If it's not on there, then
it was maybe too fucking
too real,
too controversial. Damn. Maybe they took it down.
Yeah, but it's on YouTube. That's like
I'll check it out. I think I might have watched the first one, but it was like.
This is like one of the early videos that like gone viral, like before YouTube, and
it's like the earliest like woke attempt, you know, like you know what I mean? That everyone's trying to be woke these days.
Yeah.
Bro, man,
this was like so early.
It reminds me of that video that I watched. That
YouTube came out in 2005, and by that time in 2007, you couldn't put more than like 10-minute videos on YouTube. And so they had a 2-hour movie, so they put it on Vimeo. And then it got like something, I don't know, 100 million views on Vimeo. And then they put it on YouTube once.
Yeah, it was like like I said, it was like the earliest like woke, like you know, be woke before the YouTube. Kind of like, remember like Faces of Death was like a big thing.
Oh man,
what the hell is that?
Man, 4chan. I was on 4chan.
No, it was like a fucking video that like went around. It was just a bunch of compilation of people dying. That's it.
What?
Yes, that's it. It was just like people dying. You know, like
what do you mean dying? Like
real people dying.
Head cut off or
like beheadings, or like some guy was like a politician. He just like shot himself in the head, like in the middle of the courtroom. Wow. Shit like that. Just like random deaths. But it was crazy at the time because it was pre-internet.
Oh, yeah. It was like, that's still pretty fucking crazy.
Well, no, dude, if you grow up on the internet, dude, you can go on YouTube and watch people die like nothing.
Yeah.
We're desensitized as fuck to this type of shit. But back then, dude, it was rare to see somebody die. Like even on TV, because all that shit was censored, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why that little VHS, dude, was a legit VHS. It's like it was circulated like all over the place.
I remember early YouTube watching Kimbo Slice like beat everyone up. Street Fighter.
Well, Kimbo Slice.
YouTube,
knocked the dude's eye out. Yeah,
you remember that one? See, this is like early internet days.
This is like freaking resolutions were like 120.
It might not even been on YouTube. It might have been like on some other platform.
It might have been.
No,
I'm pretty sure that was on YouTube.
I think it wasn't
owned by Google then either. I don't think it was.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Google came in later. But you see you get my point.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why Zeitgeist was so great back then. But now on YouTube, dude, it's flooded with like everyone thinks they're woke. That's why Twitter is so toxic and shit. Yeah,
the Earth is flat. There's aliens on the moon.
No. The Earth flat thing just pisses me off.
Yeah, and then that shit can actually gain legs because there's just so much information overload, right?
And plus
nobody knows what's real anymore.
So, like in everything that you do, an algorithm is guessing what your next move is going to be. So, like if you look something up that's like that,
exactly.
More videos.
Yeah, you're going to be more in your own bubble, and you just
go down the rabbit. It's like fucking Google forces you down that rabbit hole before you have a choice.
They're trying to flip. That's what they're working on right now. They're trying to use different types of AI to like where it'll become you and like
what will become you?
Not it'll understand all of your like where your eyes are looking at the screen, like everything.
Do you think if like a company like Google accumulates like your lifetime of activity through like Google, YouTube, whatever the fuck, being on the internet, you think in some way they can just implant that into like a fucking robot and then it's just you? You know what I mean?
Possible. I mean,
like it'll think just like you think. It'll talk like you talk. It'll do everything.
It's learning you right now.
It's learning. It's a whole lifetime.
Everybody has their own piece of the algorithm that's learning their
behavior and shit. Yes. But if you have enough time, I guess it'll like understand like your brain evolution and all this shit. I don't know. I'm just trying to
But that's true. Like if you go look up like when people believe in flat Earth, you just go watch one YouTube video and all of a sudden you're watching more YouTube videos and it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, holy shit, the Earth is flat. Everybody's telling me the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
And it's become a problem, obviously.
That's fake news.
Yeah, and the other thing, not only that, the other thing is I've actually spoken to a flat earther.
I have too in a strip club once.
Oh, wow.
A stripper flat earther. It makes sense.
You know, it's weird because they're like, well, where's your proof? I was like, well, here's my proof, and you talk about it, and then they bring up, you get your proof from YouTube, right? You have like a really good science channel talking about how the Earth is not flat, and then they come up with another YouTube channel that talks about how the Earth is flat, and so you're kind of battling a wall.
Just like for me, math, is like, that's it. Like pi, like pi, literally pi only comes from a circle.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, like just
like mathematical pi.
But what do you mean when you math? Like that, that's the only thing you believe is like true, like 100% true?
Well, absolutely.
Just that fact alone, like sailors can't cross the ocean.
Oh, you're talking about we're still talking about flat Earth and round Earth.
Yeah. You meant like imagine. Let's assume the Earth was actually flat, and you base that as a basic assumption on your math,
like your distance, like you're going 100 miles that way, but you didn't account for the Earth curve turning. Nothing would work right. Our satellites.
Exactly. Right. That's what I always go back to. Like, dude, just pull up your phone. Like, you wouldn't have GPS.
Exactly.
The world was flat. But then you gotta explain physics and shit. That's not gonna happen. You gotta show calculus and shit.
Physics is fake.
Yeah, like dude,
it's made by the government.
NASA made that shit up.
Oh my god,
that's actually one of their arguments.
It is
straight up.
All right, man. Well, you just stay there. Please
stay there.
Never leave where you're at.
That's true, man. It's hard to get everyone on the same page, man.
Yeah, that's frustrating. But like one of them that I watched, this dude, what's his name? Bright Insight? No, Bright Insight. I think that's what his name is. This guy, it's not really, sometimes he has a message that he seems like he's trying to portray, but a lot of shit is like just different shit in history and things about like ancient times and implications on things today, things that we've learned, like the moon. They're growing, China's growing plants on the moon right now, like successfully.
What?
Yes.
What?
Look it up on
that sounds like a conspiracy.
No.
China's on the moon now.
Yeah, it's not like people.
Oh, they launched, like robots.
They launched a probe and it automatically drilled into the ground.
If that's true, then there's some serious like
and like why
like
we haven't been there in so long.
Yeah,
because there's nothing there. But why are how come? Why are we even trying to drill and shit? Look, there you go. They promptly died. Poor
plants. How are they doing this? Is it like a dome?
They landed a greenhouse pretty much.
Okay, see, that's crazy.
Yeah, but how'd they expect them to grow? Like, so it's just a greenhouse or pumping oxygen out over there, or what?
I don't even know.
Carbon dioxide?
I haven't looked up like the science of that.
Is there like a video anywhere China has
pictures?
No, dude, fuck pictures, dude. I want to see Chinese produced video of them on the moon. I didn't even know China was like, even close to getting.
No, bro, they're as advanced as we are.
Yeah,
in the space race.
Yeah, them and us and Russia are on the.
This is actually crazy.
Space station all the time.
China grows fish for planet. Dude, don't tell me like this shit's still in black and white, dude. God damn.
It was on a probe launched to space and landed on the moon.
Look at this.
Like,
why is it black and white?
Oh yeah, this
has to land. This has to.
Dude, this looks fake. This looks fake as fuck. Look at that shit, dude. Dude, does not look real, dude.
I wouldn't dismiss it. I mean, getting to the moon is sort of like going down the street these days.
I don't know.
They landed a drone. It's pretty much like a drone.
Yeah. So it's automatically landing by itself.
Looks like a fucking petri dish. Oh, see, that looked kind of real. Like when it hit the sand, like everything looked looked like sand. If you could call that sand, I don't know what that is. Like moon dust.
Yeah. They landed it on a crater, like one of the biggest craters on the moon, because they think that there's like metal deposits there from a big old asteroid impact. They're drilling. They have a little like probe on the moon drilling.
What's their end game? Just control the moon.
Eventually, no, I don't know. Who knows? But
just science.
Imagine if we could make spaceships from the moon. That would cut out how much does it cost right now just to get something out of the atmosphere?
Yeah, but
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wouldn't it be easier to launch like rockets from the moon?
Yeah,
like, there's no gravity, right?
Yeah, it's
actually fucking easy as fuck. Like they just build a rocket station there.
The problem is getting the equipment up there, like the material.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, but if there was metal already up there,
yeah,
you could build like a robot, like
a 3D printer.
Exactly. Yeah. They harvest the minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking smelts
harvest
it.
the moon, bro. Harvest the moon.
That's pretty cool.
Occupy the moon.
Shit. Why is Elon going to Mars then?
I think he's trying to like start a race so that everybody goes to Mars.
I guess he thought like the moon's already been done, so it's like we'll get hyped
and
about
he
it.
says that there's really not much on the moon to do, and
I guess there's potentially water on Mars, so it's more potential to terraform or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier to like launch everything from the moon like that. That has to be way
like you said, turn it into a space station, the moon,
a satellite.
Like instead of like fucking. Well, then you would have to, I don't know.
One side of the moon was super cold though. Like the dark
We'd just
side.
be all robots on the moon, pretty much. That's interesting. That's a cool thought.
Yeah.
See, I don't know much about space, man, but there's potential there.
Going there is probably a good idea.
Think so? Yeah, you have to.
Right? Yeah.
For what purpose? Just for more minerals?
Well, a lot of times the technology that it took to get to the moon and to space is the technology we're using right now.
Exactly.
Bro, yeah.
And so if we're not trying to go further, then we're just being stagnant.
It gives you like a
kind of like Decentraland, like
right.
Like
if
that.
you never even try, I mean, you'll never be able to do something new.
You mean like kind of like accidental discoveries will come along the way.
That's right.
Yeah,
because you'll have a need for it. Yeah, because nobody had a need to stick something on the wall real fast. Before people had to like stick something on the fucking wall because there's no gravity.
Yeah,
true. Damn.
Now we have Velcro wallets.
Yeah.
Velcro wallets, dude. Not me.
Bro, can you imagine like the power in our phones is more than the whole the whole base at NASA sending them to the moon.
You're like in the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why there's so many conspiracies. Like, dude, there's no way they could have pulled that off. But
the astronauts were just fucking free. Yeah, like they had to freestyle that shit half the time.
I mean, I'm not a fucking.
Well, it wasn't running on Windows, so
I know.
It was just straight up a program to do everything separately.
Yeah,
I'm not like a moon denier or nothing like that. I'm just. Yeah, man.
I think there's more on the moon than like people lead on, like our government leads us on to believe. Because that's so weird that every other country is just so interested.
Well, for one, I haven't heard shit about China reaching the moon. Like, am I just not paying attention?
NASA responded by saying that we're going to go to the moon by 2025. After that,
yeah.
And then Trump said, "We're not going to the moon. We're going to Mars." What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you want to start at the moon, right? Like go there first.
No, originally that's what he was saying, and now he switched his stance.
Again? Shit. I don't know.
And now Joe Biden is saying if he wins the presidency, he's going to cure cancer.
No, he did not.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Wow.
He did say that.
Like legit said that?
Yeah.
It's going to get crazy.
The problem is people believe him.
That's fucked up, actually. That's kind of like messed up.
Yeah, he's hinging on the fact that people want to cure cancer and therefore they're going to vote for him.
Like he's taking advantage of like sick people, basically.
Yeah.
And like, their problems. He's like,
but how can you deny the guy that's trying to give you $1,000 a month though?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Angie Yang again?
$1,000 a month, but what about the ultra rich? Is there like a cap somewhere?
You can opt to not accept $1,000 a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I mean, to a rich person, it's not going to do shit.
Is that going to like just kill our deficit? No. Like we're already trillions of dollars in debt. How long is it going to keep going?
I don't know, man.
Shit. If I get that $1,000, going straight to BTC, man.
Not me, dude. Just I don't know what. Just paying off debt, pretty much. I think the best thing they could do is wipe student loans. That'd be great.
Oh yeah,
that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that's Bernie.
Bernie, a lot of people, dude.
No, that's Bernie Sanders right there. That's
Bernie.
That's what,
like that's burning. Yeah, it is burning, dude. Burning a hole in my pocket.
It's like
burning a lot of people.
The student debt in the United States is like $2.5 trillion. That's ridiculous. I would have been shocked at $100 billion.
Yeah, man. Dude, it's bullshit, man. Like the university system just straight profited off a whole generation.
Yep.
They made so much money off of us, dude. They gave us an education we could have got for free off of fucking YouTube and Google and shit. Like,
bro. How much YouTube do y'all watch? Like
too much. Is there a way to check?
There's mostly like any content that we watch is mostly YouTube.
Mostly. I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
At all.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't have cable.
Netflix.
I barely even watch like Netflix and shit. Like it's mostly just YouTube.
Oh, bro. Do you have YouTube Red? Please, if you watch a lot of YouTube, why don't you have YouTube Red?
I don't even know what that is.
Get off YouTube Red. I'll show you something.
Why?
What is YouTube
I play
Red?
Google Music. Oh shit. Do you have an iPhone charger?
Not with me here.
Android guy. Jack's mic.
No, I'll get you one.
Pause or what?
No. Yeah, 1 second. So you got to use the Brave browser.
Oh shit! Yeah.
To watch this.
Intro the Brave.
Is it like encrypted?
No, the Brave browser is from a cryptocurrency company called Brave, and what they do is they block all ads. Right. And so the ads that they do show you, they pay you to view those ads
with basic attention tokens.
Basic attention tokens.
Yeah.
Bats. And so of course you can just block all ads and not earn any basic attention tokens, or you can view the ads and then you get paid for viewing those ads. But if you click on any of these videos, there's no ads, right? So like I'll click on some random one.
So these are all like,
see, like no ads.
So who's the company? Who are the people that put it on? These are like their own
beautiful bastards. Hope you've had a fantastic Wednesday.
Content creators. It's like
ads.
its own content.
What do you mean, dude?
This is YouTube.
This is YouTube.
Yeah.
But like, how does that work? Well,
this is not good for the creators because they're not getting ad revenue.
So who's getting that money? Like that if you pay to watch the ads, who's that going to?
Well, so right now, obviously, YouTube is not supporting basic attention tokens.
Of course not,
right?
Dude.
So,
yeah.
So the basic attention token pays the creator and pays you as a viewer. So it's like an ad. The ad pays the creator, but also
does the
YouTube
creator
gets
have
a cut.
The creator has to like sign up or something, or how do they?
Well, yeah, but
they're not.
But they're not because
most of them aren't even aware of this shit.
They're not.
Oh, I see. Wow, interesting.
So
if you're like a content creator and you're early to this, are you getting like a fuck ton of money because of this? Because there's a small pool of creators, or everyone's
right now you get paid per 1,000 clicks, per 1,000 impressions, and so maybe you get paid $1 to maybe like $6 if you're like really good, like PewDiePie.
Yeah.
And so, getting an ad, like getting your viewers to see an ad, you're not going to get paid a whole lot of basic attention tokens, but you'll get paid something.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, dude, I guess he's right.
So yeah, so download Brave.
Save money. How much is YouTube Red?
I pay $8 a month.
So here's the thing.
But I also get Google Music.
Well, yeah, and this won't give you Google Music, but you'll be able to listen to like any song that you want. Without any ads
on YouTube. Yeah,
gotcha.
So the only thing is the creators on YouTube, they won't be getting paid any money. However, this will incentivize YouTube to be like, hey, let's hook up with Bat and do something with them.
Yeah, they can do like their own current. Well, I mean, they're probably building one. They might even buy this company, even if they're not.
It's possible. It's possible.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, because the ads on YouTube are like super controversial right now,
and they're stupid. They have no relevance to what I like.
No, aren't they usually like related to whatever the content on the channel is?
It depends on if you have your cookies active and stuff. So like,
yeah, it depends. If like if you're looking at if you're looking at tech and you're watching like some other video, you're gonna see some tech ads. So
as a content creator, you can't choose which ads to run?
No.
Because like today I watched like some dude literally play like League of Legends versions of chess. Like before I watched that video, a fucking ad for that game came up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like too perfect. I feel like he must have manually did that or something. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't endorsed or something. Maybe it was like an endorsement. I'm not sure.
Let me pull up Brave. Actually, I don't know.
It's a browser?
Yeah.
It's like Chrome.
Yeah, it's based off of Chrome.
I have an internet browser.
You are not a product, it says. Why use a browser that treats you like one? Enjoy private, secure, and fast browsing with Brave. Nice. Let's watch the video.
Is there a video?
Why the fuck not? I'm already here.
Do you want a web browser made for the internet of today? We integrated technology that automatically blocks trackers, annoying ads, and shields everything that can cramp your style and destruct your privacy. With it, you can expect increased speeds nearly 2 times faster on laptops and up to 7 times faster on mobile.
Viewing stuff on the Brave browser comes up so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win for you and your favorite sites. Try Brave.
Fuck, dude, I need to. Why haven't I been on Brave?
I've been telling you for months, man.
I know. I'm like locked in, dude. Google.
I mean, you can download like all the Google like plugins for this too. It's basically Chrome, a stripped down version of Chrome.
But like Google can't do shit about this, right?
No,
like that's kind of, this is like no.
Oh, and then you can also pay some of the creators for their content in BAT.
I see.
Basic attention token.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, dude, there's a whole world of shit going on in this crypto sphere.
Yeah. Actually, it's all kind of applicable to.
I've been using Brave. 13,272 trackers blocked. 54,000 ads blocked.
Wow.
778 HTTPS upgrades. 57 minutes estimated time saved from not loading ads.
Very nice. It's 1 hour of your life.
Yeah, saved.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. I just pay $1 a month right now. It's free. That sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were just saying that time is worth more than $1.
It is. I'm paying.
Whatever sounds good.
All right. So yeah, let's call it.
Okay.
All right. I think that's it. So
yeah, we had a lot to talk about. We briefly touched on Decentraland and shit.
Oh yeah, and Bitcoin and all that stuff. So Joe, thank you for coming. Hopefully you come back on the next round when you're in the area.
And you fucking try out Decentraland, dude. Like make an avatar and stuff. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free? Oh shit.
No, actually no, it's not free.
Oh, for a passport or whatever it is?
It may not cost that much though.
It's not expensive, but you have to like purchase some mana.
Yeah.
And I think you gotta download
it's like
a
starting
MetaMask.
a fucking
because if you think about it,
MMO.
there won't be any bots. There won't be any bots in the game because it costs money. So
yeah, like the barrier of entry is a little like a normie probably wouldn't be able to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, but hopefully they improve on that. That's kind of like Ethereum's problem, right?
Yeah, true.
And crypto in general. Yeah, just try it out if you can.
But yeah, and then also download Brave. It'll save your life.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sounds brave.
And join the crypto sensation, dude, because you're missing out.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
All right, later.
Peace. Thank you for listening to the Blockrunner podcast. Make sure you visit our website, theblockrunner.com, and sign up to stay up to date on the latest in crypto. Also, reach out to us on Twitter @theblockrunner.